Leta. Happy Tap Tuesday. Let me make sure my mic's on. My mic is on.
Good. And when we trying to do this, they're good.
You stayed back at the dance studio, but I was at an event and some stuff was said, and I came home. And what is the Jackie Poo's chewing on?
His ex-vest.
Okay. Anywho's, I went to an event, came home, and I wanted to talk to you about something because the way people were talking about autism at the event, like it's a disease that needs to be cured. Go ahead. Do you have something you want to say on your mind?
What you people think it's the plague?
Are you on
in my DNA?
Check. Oh, okay. Try it again.
This rat was the plague was being preferred to not be cured. And it's a little flea in my DNA. I can't give you the plague.
Okay.
Unless you have said DNA stuff.
Okay, let's explain. Let's explain that one. Because people who weren't at Hollywood Tap Fest, which you absolutely love Hollywood Tap Fest, but you overheard some people talking at Hollywood Tap Fest, and it's not the first time people have talked like this around you. You came away thinking that people at Hollywood Tap Fest are convinced that autism is a plague.
Well, damn, I just found one rule. Well, they did like it. Okay, so there was, I'm pretty sure, 2 siblings and their friend, and I heard the boy sibling joke to the girl sibling that she might have autism, and then she told me like it was whatever it was to play again.
The Middle Ages is what most people consider.
Middle Ages, and there was a man was a flea, and she was the two and the rat was the flea, and that like the rat was the flea was gonna kill her. Except the plague was deadly, and this plague won't kill you unless you get one of the heart problems that comes with it. It's few and far in between, I hope.
Right. Well, I mean, autism does have a lot of medical side effects, including, hypertension and heart disease and everything, especially that comes from masking. But that is not the first time you have ever heard that autism is a medical diagnosis that's a disease that you can give to others, is it?
Maybe with your yes.
And let's be honest, there is so much research and has been for decades showing that autism is genetic. Anywho, not a very big fan of everyone who's like, oh, look, autism is caused by Tylenol.
Oh, look, because of my autism, I dark humor, and you don't even know it. I mean, all you are laughing behind the camera while I'm literally doing dark humor about the freaking ableism on my face. That's the funny.
It is one stone. Yeah, 2 birds with one stone. But no, I mean, you were at a high-level dance festival with Hollywood. It's not the first time you've heard that your autism is a plague. It's not the first time it's been treated like you have leprosy and you need to be on an island somewhere so you don't.
And I don't think we should compare this to leprosy.
Not leprosy, but leprosy has a cure, and there's a reason for that because leprosy is a deadly disease.
Leprosy is not good. Oh, and I like this one. They don't blame the rats. They didn't blame poor innocent rats on this one, even though I was what's it?
Rats were not to blame for the plague, just in case anyone who's autistic.
It was the fleas. It was the fleas. It was the fleas. I will literally finally handle you that was to kill adorable rats. Rats are adorable. But the guy cute little naked tail is just so adorable because it's the only part of their body that's like naked. It's unless the rat was fur on itself, and yeah, still cute.
Can we get back to this? But no, how did it make you feel when you were hearing once more that your autism was something to be cured, that was a disease that made you something less than, not you specifically, but overhearing someone else discuss autism in such a manner?
I have those comments I've been that autistic people should go on live death house. Because apparently that will stop the disease of autism if you go on the live yourself. And before no one says anything now. Now if you're not lucky like me and have very good parents that is very good at doing the parent now, no, you can't seek help because honestly, you ain't helpful.
Okay, let's try this without too much. But it does make you feel sometimes like it's not worth living your life. Is that what you're trying to get across?
Yeah, tell us son.
Does it
Son.
no, does it make you feel like people would not miss you if you were gone, but would be more
Wait,
excited?
they wouldn't miss me?
Studio that would miss you.
No, I know you would miss me and they would miss me. And my friends on Soul Talk would miss me. And my family and Chris's would miss me. I just thought the rest would just forget I even existed. I think Ghost Girl.
Okay, let's go there.
Ghost Girl existed. I remember that the ghost of a girl existed. I am Ghost Girl. And so, and people had to use that to bully me as I do wearing out like a fight.
Okay, so did you? I know you are a little outspoken on certain things, like red dye 40 causing autism, which has also been something that has been suggested lately.
Just probably gives you very, very bad health. It doesn't cause autism, but you should probably get yourself checked if you have such thing because it gives you the as a medical issue. And so can we stop acting like autism and brain tumors are like the same thing? I feel bad with people with brain tumors because their is worse. It's like autism is the same thing as brain tumors and brain tumors are the whole brain.
So for everyone who hasn't heard, Leta and I go off on some things in the dance world, because both of us do love the dance world, which is why we kind of want to hold their feet to the fire on some of this, correct?
Yes.
But
And
we have been told, especially with both of us being autistic advocates, that our autism is the same as Parkinson's disease. Our autism is the same as brain cancer. Our autism is the same as stroke.
No. I don't have that kind of chance of dying. That kind of chance of dying. What for? What? Then what do I do? What's this one? No, what's the other? No, but I am still so freaking lucky. I didn't be one of those autistic people that got heart problems out of the autism.
Because so one of the reasons, like, let's be honest, you have felt othered, not just at Hollywood Tap Festival. You have felt like people saw your autism as something you needed to overcome. You have felt people have seen your autism as a disease, but you have often in the dance world faced ableism from people who didn't mean to do that to you. Have you not?
This is life. This is life. Oh, they need to abuse the animal. They just took all zoology science and went, that's still correct today. I feel bad. I mean, he abandoned me.
Back to the podcast at hand. No, but I mean, dance is always saying that they're all inclusive. They're all the number one, word you hear on a regular basis to the discussion at hand. Dance is always going, we celebrate diversity. We are inclusive. We include everyone.
They are liars. They are liars. They are liars.
But why are they liars? I don't think they're liars. I think they truly do see a lot of the stuff that they do, especially teachers who are like, Leta, we're going to help you overcome your autism so you can be all that you can be. I think a lot of those teachers really are meaning to be, they really do love you. They really do want to help
yes,
you.
I think you would do some good if you went out of America, go read the Bible in another country, and then come back.
I think that's the deal. I think a lot of these people, though, like I keep saying, they are truly feeling that they are doing what you want, especially we don't want to label you. We don't want you feeling like you're autistic. We don't want you to feel like you have autism. We don't want you to feel like you have a bad hip.
No, it's sad. Honestly, I just got pity on them, and I don't know why I have pity on them. I just got pity on them.
But a lot of that, what I think is really sad, because you originally last year beforehand, when we were discussing this, you were like, I don't pity them. But you've kind of come to my conclusion here that I truly think they really do think they're trying to help you.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. I just feel like I've been taught the wrong beliefs in the world.
That's what I'm saying is I think they truly do love you. I think they truly want to help you, but they've been taught by the broader societal messaging that autism is something to pity. Autism is something that we need to cure. Autism and neurodivergency is, almost like it's contagious. It's a plague, like you stated. It's all about fixing it, never about asking the people who are autistic if we want to be fixed.
America got made. I feel like we all, except Middle America, for the hell America got made, except Middle America.
Not really sure the founding fathers were asking the other Americans, would you like to quit being British?
Uh, what? Wars mentally.
I truly 100% feel really bad for your dance teachers, your dance instructors, any dance mentors, because they truly
fact that I want all the verbal.
ignoring that.
Ignore
No,
that.
they truly did. The number of fights we had over, I need to understand that as mom, my best option is to force you to become neurotypical, which wasn't what they were saying, but was what they were meaning. I need to force you to overcome and to adapt to a world that really honestly wasn't meant for you. And that is what autistic people are asked to do every day. And I need to let you not have labels, and I need to let you understand that the world is more, that you are more than your autism, which you are more than your autism, but your autism, my ADHD, they kind of shape who we are. They're not something you can just like overcome. And I don't want to overcome any of my disabilities. Are you really wanting to overcome your autism?
Some days I wish 11-year-old me didn't do me to having a bad right hand. But on the autism part now,
Okay, well,
still wish 11-year-old me didn't do me on having bad right hand. But I mean, it wasn't caused by the autism, but it was caused by the autism because that was terrible.
yeah, but even then, when your teachers are like, we're going to overcome your hip issues, we're going to make it.
You're
Ignoring that, I think if there was a cure for your hip, I think we would be talking a different thing here.
not you mean the part of the doctors decided not to re-pop in the hip of the 11-month-old baby because apparently it would go into
Past that part real quick. I'm talking specifically about the autism. Though the hip, the only cure is for you to get a hip replacement. Those things go bad in 15 to 20 years. You only get 2 in your lifetime. Maybe don't give the kid one. But I mean, the fact that these people, and they honest to God believe they love you. It's the same thing I went through as a child with teachers who were like, I love you, Amanda. I need you to understand.
Okay, no offense, but it's kind of weird since I only saw them like once, maybe twice, maybe 4 times a week, only for like a few minutes. I'm sorry, it kind of sounds creepy. I'm so not creepy. I'm sorry. I know it doesn't count as.
I understand. I totally understand that. But there is a much broader societal thing that was a problem when I was a kid, and the whole, we don't do labels. The amount of people who have learning disabilities who really had ADHD or autism, and they were not diagnosed because labels will harm you.
Nothing like my depression. Still
Hey, it's okay.
my depression. Seriously, it just gives everybody depression.
But on it, depression is a label you're allowed to have. Anxiety is a label you're allowed to have, as long as it's not like really bad depression or not really bad anxiety.
I only got this label because you didn't tell me what green.
But no, I mean, it really is a major irony in a lot of ways here. And I think that's one of the things is that there is a medical model. It has always been the pathology of autism. It's always been that autism is a mental health issue, be it in, the early 1900s. Oh, you have schizophrenia. You're autistic. You must have schizophrenia. It is that idea that it's contagious, which I have heard my entire life that it is contagious.
DNA. Oh, DNA. Look, DNA. DNA gives people stuff.
Let's get back to
DNA.
let's get back on track and quit going down ADHD bunny holes. But it's an idea that it is something that needs to be cured. It's something that we can't decide we are okay with. We must be cured because if we are different than the neurotypical world, we are making it where it's hard for the neurotypical world to function because they feel uncomfortable around us. Therefore, we must be cured whether we want to or not. Do you ever feel like that?
It's must be. Nothing to do.
No, but I think one of the problems with the way autism is discussed, even in the autism or in the dance community, not in the autism community, though there is that problem too, especially with those level 3 parents who are coming out going, "Oh no, you don't understand. My child needs to be cured because you can't go from being nonverbal, non-receptive, non-expressive, i.e., you as a child, to you as a teen." I think there's also the statement of a lot of these parents are looking for cures. They're not looking for support to help their child get where they want to be. It's the same with dance teachers, though, because they're watching these TikToker parents who are not part of the community. They're outsiders who have children in the community, yes, but they're not autistic themselves, going, "Oh, no, no, no. I understand autism. We need a cure." And your dance teachers are like not at Autistic Wings. Oh, let me tell you how much we don't want a cure. Um, but I think a lot of the dance world sees it as poor, pitiful. I've watched these big time TikTokers, these big time YouTubers, these big time Instagram moms, these autism moms sit there and talk about how bad their child's life is. I love Leta. I see what Leta could be, and I don't want her to be autistic because autism means she's unredeemable.
People downgrade me out because of the way you talk about me, even though we don't have a relationship and I don't know you.
But most of those teachers absolutely believe they have a relationship with you or had one.
I'm sorry, okay, Ken. You're listening or watching this, but it's too far in this note.
The teacher who thinks they know more about you than you know about yourself, the teacher who feels that they love you so much that they're willing to put their opinion on what your life must be like because they're not seeing you outside of dance. They're not seeing you in front of a microphone at a podcast. They're not seeing you interview people. They're not seeing you run a dance studio at 12, 13, 14. And they're going, "Oh, your autism, and your autism does define you." I am not saying autism doesn't define you. I mean, I at times think my ADHD might define me a little bit more than my autism some days. But you're giving me a look. Feel free to say what you were going to say with that look.
Okay. No offense. I'm pretty sure it is literally the same thing mixed together. I am pretty sure it is literally just the same.
A lot of this is coming from outside the community, though. It's coming from parents, it's coming from teachers, it's coming from dance teachers, and even in an quote unquote inclusive space like dance, because the greater society has told them that this is bad, that autism is bad, that it is so terrible to live with autism that we should want to get rid of our autism.
Well, hey, that's just what I'm being. It's in Mexico, it's in America because it's, rainforest.
Read this line before you get too upset.
The moose is about to kill you. Have fun while you feed the moose, sweetheart. And
Okay. Deep breath. She is a little heated on this subject. But no, so I mean, one thing I think that is really hard is a lot of people have asked me, how do you make dance more inclusive? How do you make the dance studio more inclusive? And I think that's one of the reasons we had to start Autistic Wings is I don't know how to make this quote unquote inclusive space with neurotypicals who really do want to help you by ignoring who you are and are going to argue with any neurodiverse parent who argues back, going, you aren't seeing the child. You are seeing the autism, which is a child, but you've decided that that needs to be cut out of them, which then leads to what you said. Yeah, you don't know me. And it's creeping me out that you seem to think you know better for me than I know for me. I don't know how you integrate dancers and neurodiverse dancers into a neurotypical studio without a major societal change. And I think the best you can hope for is what Autistic Wings is offering. I think it is that separation for your studies, that separation for preparing for dance, that separation for pre-ballet, ballet 1, ballet 2, ballet 3, ballet 4, ballet 5. Please do not give me a look saying I hate ballet because we all know that by now. Leta, are you tuning me out because I said ballet?
No, I'm just really realizing it's to be also because just to fit other people on.
We can do
Oh,
an
we
entire
can
deal on the chameleon. I think chameleons and autistic people have a lot in common. I think some of us come from an age and some of us are still being trained in schools and in therapies that our job is to be a chameleon. And I think that's one of the problems that dance teachers have is when a child unmasks and goes, I am unmasking, they're like, oh no, society told me you need to be a chameleon. You need to come in here and you need to be the child that fits in my inclusive studio because I can't understand your chameleon nature. So I need you to do this. Because that's what I'm saying. So many, again, this weekend while I was out at an autistic resource fair, people were like, well, how could we make this work in a neurotypical setting?
You freak it. And gosh, you hate.
Hey, no, but I think that's one of the reasons Autistic Wings is such a big thing. And I think when we tell parents about it and parents actually sit down and think about it, they think to themselves, oh man, this is where my child needs to be, which is why we are once more full up. We have dancers in every single class. We have very few classes that have, the opportunity to expand. We are at full capacity at the studio we're at. We are going into next month. This is October 2025, going into November 2025, and Colorado Gives Day. Leta, you got to let me finish this. Going into Colorado Gives season, starting November 1st, we're going to try and raise $5,000 a month in recurring donations because I think the need is not to be included in other studios. I think the need is to have like inclusion during tap festivals, but to have your own safe space where you're not trying to be a chameleon working to change your colors to fit someone else's idea of who you are, but you're allowed to actually take a breath, demask, stim, and be autistic, be ADHD, and not be judged. And I think that is what makes places like Autistic Wings so important, even though there's this push by especially neurotypical parents and the dance community to do everything where we're included in their world. I think we need that safe space. What about you?
I wait. I
Did I break you?
No, I just tried to figure out the chameleon parts. It says the camouflage. You can't step right with bugs. Well, they can also hide from predators. Also, they can't actually really change colors. They can colors their scales look.
Think about it. In this situation, dance studio teachers would be the predators without meaning to.
You know what, Sarah? They do sound like red, so by accident.
No, I love you. I love you completely. I love everything about you. I think you're amazing. I need you to change to be exactly who I need you to be. Because if you don't change these things about yourself that are very deeply ingrained in yourself, then you don't fit in my inclusive environment.
Hey, why do I would try to fix your accident being ableist, but I am a child, and I know you will never listen to me, and I know you're ableist. Right will never listen to this, and you're being ableist still and looking down upon also. Why? So I may be, I tend to me. Tell me now, your mother, I don't. Why try to trick me into going into what? Because let's be honest,
I don't know if you're aware of this, but for like the last 14 years, I have been your mother, so I don't need to kidnap you. I have legal rights to have you in the house.
what? No, I was pretending I was talking to the teacher.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me.
Well, I thought we were doing a very clear thing here. No, we're trying to.
I think that's one of the reasons. No, but again, this weekend, people were like, and this is a thing I get on a regular basis. How do we make autistic kids, make sure autistic kids can be included in our all inclusive classes that are already inclusive? Obviously, they're not if your dancers don't feel inclusive. But I think the fact that, you, me, our staff, which is made up mostly of autistic people, we have one that's not autistic, but, she was from an age they really did not diagnose autism. Um, you have an actual inclusive space, a space where you're allowed to do things, a space where more often than not, we're telling parents, sit down, shut up, and let them be autistic. As one of our dancers, what do you think the difference is between like being at Autistic Wings and being at any of the other dance studios you've ever been at? Do you have an answer for that question?
And here we actually have right now science and not really up to date science. Our
Hold on,
teachers still sound like
hold
they're
on
going to
before I.
kidnap you and put you in a van. They did not again.
Okay, we do not have the current science of some things because I can look at that current science and go, that's bull. And especially if it's Tylenol is causing
I told Buffalo shit.
not
I just love saying Buffalo shit.
you were saying not the Tylenol causes autism or red dye 40 causes autism or preservatives cause autism
Well,
or
plus at least ABA just did downfall.
I'm going to be interested in the second go round of the Tylenol causes autism lawsuit because I am curious if some of those law firms that were involved in the first one are going to be involved in the second one now. Because, guys, this is not new false science. This has been around for a few decades. It was like, hey, causes autism. It's like, hey, the clock has come back again. What? I know. Let's get back to the discussion at hand. I mean, but no, autistic wings, like we've said, you have, the biggest thing that I want to deal with is we've had multiple things. It's been festivals, it's been studios, autistic wings being actually include. Well, we're not inclusive. Let's be honest. Are we inclusive, Leta?
We're inclusive to. I can still use the disabled guy because I don't know whether or not the totally woke people are. You're gonna say I can't even know the.
Here's my thing. Here's
you. I mean, every single disabled person, like people then what people are going. Oh yes, disabled. Yeah, I guess I don't have a voice now. I go. Yeah, have a voice. Then go.
But the question at hand, child mine, is autistic wings inclusive?
Yes.
What?
What? Wait, I thought we were just wait.
No.
Oh yeah, we don't do the other 8. Although if you would do you know what I mean by other 8? Yes, autism. People. Yes, for kids. Just marry each other. I know.
Very, 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 very simple simplified version of the current genome projects into that.
No offense to anyone, but a few of you are probably not scientists, so want to make it clear.
But no, we're not inclusive. And I think that's what makes Autistic Wings best, is that we're not inclusive, is because we only do neurodivergent dancers. If a neurotypical...
But what kind of inclusive says no, I said neurodivergent dancers might come with other issues.
Well, take out their other issues. We just do not accept neurotypical dancers. We are neurodivergent only. All of our dancers are neurodivergent. And I did have a parent this weekend at an event, more than one actually, go, my child's not autistic. They're Audi, whatever we're calling autism, ADHD.
This ain't Australia.
They're like,
this ain't Australia. Unless you moved here from Australia, then yeah, your child would never use it. But yeah, this Australia. No offense to any Australians, they don't be offended.
It is unbelievably crazy because they're all like, hi, my child doesn't have autism. They have autism ADHD. And while I know there are some of us in the community who would like that as a new diagnosis, sometimes I kind of think maybe I should. I'm like, but I still see myself as diagnosed as both autistic and ADHD. It's a whole thing. We take neurodiversity and we only take neurodiversity. There are plenty of places that take neurotypical kids, and our neurodiverse kids are doing great. And we're busting at the seams. And I need $5,000 in monthly donations in order to get us a brand new damn dance studio, and which will be a whole thing next month. I am so glad we already have almost all of our interviews through to next month already, or into December already recorded. But yes, Autism Wings proves so much. We are bursting at the seams. I think, and I'm going to ask it again, Leta, because I don't think I got an actual answer. Do you think having a place like Autistic Wings, where we are separate from the neurotypical world, is a good thing for autistic dancers?
Yes. Don't say what you were gonna say.
Say what you were gonna say.
That's all I need speech therapy. Then use like healing speech therapy.
Okay, we're good. This is good. Okay, so in the podcast here on how amazingly great it was to have a studio like Autistic Wings, and the reason for Autistic Wings and what people do not understand is the dance teacher thing. And yes, we've discussed this concept 1,000 times before, but it's not going away anytime soon because it seems to be something that keeps coming up and coming up and coming up and coming up. Anywho, so because we are,
I might have broke my mother.
Because we are coming up at a time frame where I still have brain for the next few weeks before we go to Colorado Gives, where my brain will be on nothing but fundraising from November 1st all the way to Colorado Gives down December 9th. And I think there's a day in there called Giving Tuesday that I guess the rest of the world does. We do not, sort of, in Colorado. We have Giving Colorado. It's a we are still accepting interviews for the month of December and the month of January. We are pre-recording them this month. Leta is laughing because she has broken me on camera and on microphone. This is a first for her. Anywho, Leta, where do they go if they would like to come on the podcast and be interviewed by us? If anyone from the podcasting network is listening, I have obviously broken Leta. If you're interested in coming on, talking about, can they talk about dance, Leta? You can just nod your head. Can they come on and talk about tap dancing? Yeah, you can. Can they come on and talk about autism and everything about autism? She's nodding yes, because she is rolling on the floor laughing because she has ouch. Anyways, you are better now. Are you sure you're better? She said she's better, and then she went back to laughing. As that might be a contagious disease. Laughter may be a contagious disease. Anyways, so we'll have the link in the description below, but go to Podmatch. Apply to be on the show. Message us over there. We love having guests on the show. She's not necessarily always trying to catch her breath on the show. We did get the golf thing. For those people who are wondering, if you've been on socials, we have proof. She went out to the golf course. We got the golf video done. we are going to have an entire podcast on that on November 11th. Leta, why is a podcast on your recording of the golf video coming November 11th?
I don't know. Also, my hands smell like dog kibble now because I had to bribe dogs with dog kibble.
November 11th is the day that we are dropping your golf themed tap video over on YouTube. There'll be clips on all the other socials, but the full video will be on YouTube. Where do they go to find your YouTube channel, Leta Virginia?
YouTube?
Leta's Tap Styles and My Autistic Life. So like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, or follow Leta on Instagram at Leta's Tap Styles. Follow the podcast over on TikTok. If you're interested about Leta's dance studio, want more information about what the heck we're doing over there and how we're re-changing the world on how dance and autism goes, follow that at Autistic Wings Dance Company. Pretty much the same everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the website. It is a nonprofit. We have multiple kids, especially with the government shutdown going on right now, that need scholarships in order to come to dance. We're priced fairly cheaply at $45 for our preschool class, $55 for our high school classes. Oh, and we have adult classes because autism does not stop at 18 people. But you're having too much fun over there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with someone you know in your life who might be interested in why inclusive spaces do not work. And we will see everyone on Friday for Friends Friday. Bye.
Hello, thank you for watching the cafe. Please subscribe and also look at the adorable people. Just to also subscribe for it and also please do the text. And don't forget to give the great friend if you are with any of our new podcast with you. And also you can see that adorable people. Just like it.